What's the true sign of being an adult? Having a kitchen table that you don't eat at. Ever. Let's say you get a new or a slightly used sewing machine and you're ready to use it to make all of your clothes fit better. I know, I get it, I was there, this is a very pivotal moment for you, but what do you do first? So you have your machine, so what steps do you need to do in order to actually set yourself up for success? I'm SD, I'm gonna show you. I don't really like long intros though. Let's do this. Find a spot, find a comfortable spot where you can actually sit down, where you can put your machine, and not only your machine, but all the things you're gonna tailor, all your accessories, all of your equipment. And I get it, having space to do something like this has been the bane of my existence since I started. I actually use my sewing machine on, I put it on a stool, and then I sit on a utility table. Yeah. I actually use this stool not just for my sewing machine and for tailoring my clothes, but I actually use it for a lot of different things. So it's got a lot of different uses, but this is like one of its primary uses is to just set it right up here and just kind of, do my thing. Oh snap, time for you to eat, huh? Alright, let's make it happen. I'm not sure I'm scooping this thing. I have no idea where it even is. Okay, dang it. Seriously? Come on! Ugh. Hey, do you know where that utility ladder is? Oh, finally. Or sometimes I'll even just put my machine on the floor and I'll make that work. But the one place that I never use my machine is actually the kitchen table. We don't even eat at that thing. It's just for show. We just look at it. Now, some people do have the luxury to actually have a dedicated space for it, be it a desk or a small table where they can put their machine on it and all their accessories and all the things and just have everything displayed in front of them. But I'm more of a run and gun style. I just kind of do my thing on the fly because I have to. So if that's you, I get it. You're not alone. And once you've got a good solid location picked out in your house, wherever that is, get all your stuff together, all your clothes, all your jeans, your t-shirts, your dress shirts, everything, and iron everything first. I cannot tell you how many times I've made this mistake where I'm ready to dive into it and I'm like, oh sweet, everything is horribly wrinkled. Awesome. And this isn't as big of a deal if you're just tailoring one t-shirt or even maybe one dress shirt, because yeah, you can just do your thing. You can iron it super fast and it's gonna take you a couple minutes. Not a big deal at all. What I'm really kind of addressing and what I'm kind of getting at is you're going to go on a binge. I promise you, you will go on a binge because it's that exciting and it's that easy. But what I end up running into, or what I used to run into, is I would have like 7 t-shirts that I wanted to tailor, but next thing I knew, all of them are wrinkled, and I'm like, sweet, I gotta spend like 40 minutes ironing everything first, and then I can go through and tailor everything. So it's gonna save you so much time if you make sure that everything that you're going to tailor is ironed first. Trust me, do that. This is something that I'm really excited about. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tailor this dress shirt from beginning to end, every single step. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take in the side seams like we have done in the past. Okay, great, like side seams are awesome. They will absolutely do what it is that you want them to do as far as slimming your shirt goes and making it look a lot better on you. But we're also gonna put some darts in the back of it because darts are a straight game changer. And when you put darts in your dress shirt, all you do, they're super simple, they're so easy. All we're gonna do is measure from shoulder to shoulder here and make sure that they're even. That's honestly really about it. So we put like one right here, and I'll kind of play around with the length of them, how high up on my back they'll go. I'll explain that when we get to it, but oh my gosh, darts are a straight game changer as far as the appearance and making it actually fit in the small of your back. Oh, they're amazing. So just stay tuned. That's happening in the next week and a half, maybe even sooner than that, maybe 3 days. We'll see. I might start on that like right now when I'm done here. So just keep watching. All right, so you got your spot picked out. All your clothes are already pre-ironed and ready to go, and you're ready to just dive into it now, right? No, don't do that. No, don't plug your machine in yet. Just hang on. Check your needle first. Is your needle old? Well, then you want to change it. And if it's not old, maybe you should kind of consider changing it anyway. Alexa, how often should you change your sewing machine needle?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Thanks. And the reason for that is because your needle actually only lasts you, I think it's like 8 hours worth of sewing time. I don't know about you, but I'm not sitting there like setting a timer as to how long I'm actually using my needle for. Ain't nobody got time for that. So kind of a good rule of thumb is, did you go on a binge? Did you tailor a whole bunch of garments? Yeah? Then change your needle. And another good rule of thumb is if you bounce between different types of materials. So if you tailor a t-shirt and then you tailor something a little bit thicker on the thicker end, not necessarily jeans, but I don't know, just something thicker. Yeah, change your needle. It's not a big deal. They're super cheap. You can get a pack of them for a couple of dollars. So always err on the side of caution. Change your needle first, because about half a dozen different headaches that come from using your sewing machine and wanting to throw that thing out the window, yeah, they come from actually using an old needle. Our location is good, our needle is good, now we're ready to go, but not really quite yet, because you want to check the settings on your machine. And this is something that I used to drop the ball on a lot, and I still drop the ball on this. Here's what ends up happening. So you'll tailor something, you'll tailor a t-shirt, and the last thing that you usually do is you're going to put a zigzag stitch on the edge. Now, when you start a new project a couple of days later, what you're most likely gonna do is you're gonna want to use a straight stitch. Could not tell you how many times I start getting started, I get rolling, I'm like, all right, here we go, we're gonna tailor this shirt, and I'm sewing a zigzag stitch through it instead of a straight stitch. Awesome. All right, well, do I take it out? Do I just like change it in the middle of it? Do I keep going? Like, how do I actually like mitigate this problem? What do I do? So don't be like SD. Always check your settings first. Make sure you're starting with a straight stitch, unless you're sewing like or you're tailoring like a sweater. You're actually going to use a zigzag stitch for that. Otherwise, start with a straight stitch. So check your check your settings. I'm probably going to keep that in there. Oh well. That's why people use jump cuts. Turn your machine on, maybe practice on something, start slow, make sure all your settings are set up the way you want them to be and go and be in and all that stuff, and have at it. Good luck not getting addicted too. I say that a lot on this channel. People seem to think I'm exaggerating. No, I'm not, because I get emails from you guys all the time as to how much of an addiction you create when you learn how to tailor your own clothes. I'm gonna stop rambling now. That's all I got for you. SD out. See ya.